Olivia Beavers with Politico. At the site formerly known as Twitter, she is Olivia_Beavers. It's now known as X. Hi, Olivia. The
Hi,
artist formerly
Hugh.
known as X. There you go.
Not too
Olivia,
far.
I've been waiting to ask you, is the House really going to bring impeachment articles against President Biden? Because I think that's a really bad idea.
We were trying to figure this out this week. I was asking some centrists and moderates, battleground Republicans, what do you think about this idea? There seems to be some pushback against leadership about this. And, with Kevin McCarthy, the speaker, basically dangling this idea, we're curious what the timing was. Is he, giving Republicans a chance to go back to their districts, say, hey, we're talking about impeachment to the more conservative Republicans who have been pushing this, but also allowing the centrists and moderates to come back and say, hey, we got asked about this in town halls. We can't be doing this. So we're trying to suss that out, but it looks like they're discussing it in leadership meetings, and so it's something that they're definitely considering. What one difference in wording that I was told is, impeachment inquiry is the first step. Impeachment is different. So they're trying to suss out that messaging.
Olivia, I've been teaching con law since '95. I worked for Richard Nixon, who was in the process of being impeached. We had the Clinton impeachment, 2 Trump impeachments. If impeachments become a regular thing, it's a disaster for this country. And I haven't seen the speaker since, I don't know, 2 months ago. But when I see him, I'm going to urge him not to. Now, Jason Smith and Ways and Means Committee, are you up to date yet with what's going on over at the plea bargain and what was posted and what was taken down?
A tiny bit. I know that there was a controversy of basically someone working for Hunter Biden's legal team calling the clerk and saying, we want you to remove basically a memo of them. I think Jason Smith pushing them to look into a broader swath of what the IRS whistleblower has been saying, and basically it got reported that they thought that this person had misrepresented themselves as being part of Jason Smith's team when they're actually part of Hunter Biden's team, and so there's a chance that they could be facing pushback from or punishment from the court.
Any reporting at Politico on what people expect this judge to do today? I wrote a column about it in the Washington Post yesterday that's generated thousands of comments, the overwhelming majority of them negative. They want the plea bargain to go through. I think it stinks to high heaven. What's the word around Politico?
Yeah, that's something that I'm a little bit less familiar with. I think we're waiting to see. This is a Trump appointee. And I did read your column. There is some other reports that I read, and this is a space that I think you know better than I do. There was pushback about how misdemeanors usually you don't face jail time for being a first time offender on these things, and so that was sort of like the one other data point that I saw when I was sort of trying to suss this out myself. I do want to ask you a question. I know this is your show, but there is a hearing
Sure.
on Capitol Hill, and it's about unidentified aerial phenomenon. And I asked this of Speaker McCarthy, and I wanted to ask it of you. Hugh, do you believe in extraterrestrial life?
My answer has been for 50 years, I don't care. If they're there, it does not conflict with my Christian worldview. And if they aren't there, I don't want to waste time on it. So when they land, I just hope it's not Mars attacks. I just don't care. And I think all this effort, there was something called the incident at Exeter, a big deal when I was much younger than you are now. And I was absorbed in it for about 10 minutes, and then I realized I can't figure this out. This is so far beyond me. And someday President Trump has never told us. And if anyone was ever going to tell us, President Trump would have told us, right? Area
I want them to,
51.
know. I want them to tell us. I want those inside information. Area
Do you
55.
really care? Would it change a thing
I
about what
care.
you do?
I want to
Olivia,
know.
would
There
it
is
change?
a huge, I think, world that is so interested in it. But I did.
Well, did
I
you
did
ever see
remember
the Truman
watching
Show? Did you ever see
a
the Truman Show?
long time ago.
Okay, we all might be living in the Truman Show. And so they might just be observing us living our lives, our 70 or whatever it is. and I just don't care unless they come and start zapping me.
There was last year, if I remember from the testimony, the House, I think the House Intelligence Committee did a similar UAP hearing. And one of the things that stood out to me was one of the witnesses said, you know, there's a chance that this is just technology from a foreign government that is so sophisticated that we don't know what it is. So
Now that I care about.
So even if we're not even talking about, you know, the ETs and the aliens, we are talking about maybe highly sophisticated weapons that another nation is using to spy or, you know, a test to potentially
If that comes up
use.
at armed services and it's a hypersonic satellite, I care about that. Then we're screwed.
Yeah.
But we got some tricks in our bag too that they don't know about that I've been hinted at. That China would be very ill-advised to attack the United States, given what we have that they don't have. Olivia Beavers, at the site formerly known as Twitter, you can find her at Olivia_Beavers. X out, Olivia. Love it. Talk to you soon.